Hi Scrubs, hope you're well. So this video is requested by Bohumila Longhaven. I'm going to be talking about my black market item stash on all of my horse accounts. Um, so I'll be talking about how I save those up and how I get the motivation to save them up. Most of the BM items that I have are collected through promotions. I used to be more active in terms of maybe exchanges and things like that, but now I tend to solely just allow promotions to sort of give me items, and that is mainly how I get them. I don't trade so much at all anymore. So on Australian Horse, I've only got a few things because this is my youngest account. It is I don't think I've had it a full year. I might have had it longer, but I don't log on every day. I don't do a lot of promotions on it, but you can kind of see very typical promotion items like the Howrse Res, the Ice Howrse Res are very much a promotion item. So is the Vintage Apple. Waterview tends to come promos a lot in Pandora's Box. So those are all promo items. And that is how I've collected all of those. I don't think I've done any exchanges to get items on Australian at all. So if I was doing promotions for every single, one that comes up on all of my accounts, I probably would have more collectively. Here I don't tend to do the promotions at all. I'm very lazy that way. Sometimes I might bother myself, but most of the time I don't. So that is what I have on Australian. Now on USA, this is a game that I've had a bit longer in my Australian accounts. There's a bit more on it. Once again, mostly promotions. I think I'm pretty sure I got that Horn of Plenty in a promotion. I just don't remember which one. We've got Flighty Strokes, that's, very typical. Pieces of Cloud. Chronos Timers, Fertility ones. I didn't realize I had so many fertility ones. I do remember a promotion where there was a lot of fertility ones, so that's probably why I'm kind of surprised by that. Decent amount of Zeus Lightning Bolts as well. I just wish I could have these on UK instead. Howrse pack as well. There's an Artemis Arrow. A lot of Halo's Res. I didn't realize I had this much stuff on US, but I never put any BM items on my horses in US. I just kind of stack everything. Apollo Slayer, 3 Vintage Apples. So we know I've done at least 3 promos with Vintage Apples, and I've got a nice Halo's Res as well. Crow's Fortune, Pandora's Boxes, Water of Youth, Black Orchid, and a Posted Impact. Very much promo stuff. I did do some of the legendary horse stuff at the time, and I did manage to get the Silent Claws for most of them, so I know that I did the promo for Bucephalus, for Zelidia, and Tormenta from looking at that, so I haven't used any of those items. It's kind of like my Australian game. I don't really tend to use the items that are on there. I kind of just stack them, and if I decide to do a giveaway, I give them away, or I just kind of keep them until I maybe need them. It's dependent on when I need them. This is international, which is actually my oldest account, but it's not one that I'm particularly active on anymore. So on here, I've got Flighty Strokes, Chronos Timer, Artemis Arrow, Fertility Wand, Aphrodite's Tears, Halo's Ray, 5 Vintage Apples there, that's quite a lot. Apollo's Lair, Ice Halo's Ray, Medusa's Blood, 22 Pandora's Boxes. I can really do with those on UK because my Grey Fells, I keep running out of Pandora's Boxes on UK. Black Orchids, Chorus Fortune, Water of Youth, Plodius Parchment, Hypnos Blanket, Achilles Heel. And you can see that I did the Legendary Divine promo. I think I used to sort of do more of the promos in the past on all of my accounts, and now I don't tend to. If it's something that's really easy, I will go and do it on the other games because I'm like, well, I'm going to get a free whatever Chronos Timer, so I'll go and do it. And if I'm not really particularly bothered, like with the maze, I've only done the maze so far in UK. So then my UK account, which is my second oldest account, but it is the game that I was most active on. It's still my most active one out of everything, but I don't play it anywhere to the level that I used to. So this is mainly why there's stuff on this. If this was me actively playing, there would be nothing in my inventory practically, okay? So I've got a Horn of Plenty and a Themis' Scale. That was from the last promo, which I've forgotten what was the last promo. I don't remember. Right. I also got a Horn of Plenty. I have 21 Nyx packs, and that's purely because I have a lot of Belios Divines on UK. I love Belios Divines, and I collected them a very long time ago, so, over time, I haven't skilled in forever. I know some of you guys have wanted a skiller video, and hopefully I'll get there eventually. Morpheus Arms, those are mainly collected through placing for VIP teams. So if you're the best VIP team for your breed, you get a Morpheus Arm at the start of the month. So that's actually mostly how I've got those. I used to get more because I was in 2 teams that were active, and now I'm just in 1 active team and a second one which isn't as active and not producing as many horses as it used to, so it's not qualifying to do that. So I've got 3 Pieces of Cloud right now, and I've got a Chronos Timer, Flighty Stroke, 16 fertility wands. As I said, that's probably because we've had a lot of promos with fertility wands, and that's also the reason there's so many Hestes gifts, because I do plan to go and use all of these Hestes gifts, because I need to breed a lot of unicorn foals at some point from my team horses, so I do need to do that. I've only got 1 Zest Lightning Bolt, which doesn't surprise me because my horses on this do tend to eat my Zest Lightning Bolts, because I always end up having to bolt them. So I've got 1 Aphrodite's Tears and 1 Hera pack there. I don't breed skillers like I used to breed skillers. I used to breed a lot of skillers every week, and that cost a lot of tears and Hera packs, and now I just don't bother. Got a lot of Helos Res, which I do plan to use actually. Medusa's Blood, got 4 of. Same with the Apollo Slayer. Got 2 Magic Hats, 2 out of Helos Ray, 1 Bewitched Pumpkin. I have all the Magic Hat coats and the Bewitched Pumpkin hat, or sorry, the Bewitched Pumpkin as well, because that's why I haven't used those. Got 1 Vintage Apple, 6 Black Orchids, 6 Hypnos Blankets. Hypnos Blankets I tend to get from either the promos or from Stroking Frost. Sometimes I'm lucky there. So got some bonus packs. Those are mainly promo, as well as the Water of Youth and the Poseidon pack, Achilles Heel, and Aquarius Fortune as well. And then I do have 3 Hermes Wing Staffs, and I'm saving those for the day until I really, really need them, because I'm expecting at some point, kind of like when we got the treasure chest, which cost 12 passes, that would be the item to use for that if I really wanted to try. I just haven't seen anything that I'm like, I want to use a Hermes Wing Staff on, because it's just an item that I have a lot of value on, so I want to know that when I'm going to use it, I definitely want to use it. So I have a lot of stuff on this, but the one thing you notice is I have absolutely no Pandora's boxes on here, because my Greyfells eat them like nothing else, so that's why there's no Pandora's boxes on here. And I used to be that person who was like, oh, I have so many Pandora's boxes and I have nothing to do with them. And now I'm like the total opposite, that I always seem to need them. I always seem to go through them really quickly. So most of that stuff is promos or divines that I have that give me those items. And a lot of time, because as I said, if I was actively, competitively playing, this would all disappear quite quickly. And it would look kind of more like Australian does, even though I haven't really been playing Australian. So this is kind of me hoarding slightly. And this is like not even proper hoarding, because I know people that hoard BM items and the numbers of like items that they have is astronomical. So yeah, that is where I am in terms of my stuff. I quite soon plan to use every single one of these, because I have a lot of Team Unicorns to breed. And I kind of just want to do them all in succession, so that's what I plan to do with all of those. That'll probably include the fertility ones, because it's always nice to get twin unicorn foals, especially when you're guaranteed. There's no point in wasting it on one. And then I probably will have to block them, so I'm probably going to use between these for them as well. So a lot of the stuff will get eaten up really quickly, to be honest, once I start doing it. So yeah, that's kind of an overall general look at all the black market items that I have on all of my games on Howrse. So thank you to Bohumila Longhaven for requesting the video. I hope you had a lovely day. Bye!